guys, what's going on? This is Josh from Spotted Euros, and as you can see in the background, we're at my local pick-apart. We're gonna see there's a couple upgrades, couple fixes with the GTI. So let's go inside, see what we can find. Okay, we're already doing pretty good. Now this does seem to be missing the bottom trim, but I think that's okay. So you just had to take down the headliner, and then there's this here, this bolt here on the other side. So now we've got that, we've got the antenna. Also what I grabbed, so the let's see, the GTI was missing, so I debated about just taking this whole thing, but was missing one of these covers here, so we'll be able to put that on. That's good. And then also this back trim piece, the fabric had come off, so we're actually looking pretty good so far. Some of this stuff just seems so much easier to find at the junkyard like this, so kind of those odd pieces. And there's other pieces that I've already grabbed that kind of go along with the same thing. But something I saw here the other day, now where is it? And I thought, well, actually maybe that would be sort of an upgrade, but maybe I'm too late. What are the chances of that? Oh, well, looks like someone already beat me to it, man. So I was here just the other day, and there was this Golf right here. This is a VR6, and I noticed that the rotors were drilled and slotted rotors here in the front, and I thought maybe I should come back and grab those. Well, that was just 2 days ago. Looks like someone saw it and took them. Kind of surprised that those were taken like that. Man, that was just the other day. But the other thing I thought about grabbing is a fender. There's something I've always wanted to try. I've kind of liked the look of. So, let's see. Yeah, right here. So here's a black fender. It's in good shape. Here's some fender liners. So there's one. And there's two. They're both in good shape. So we should probably take that. So I'm thinking, grab this fender and the liners. And we're gonna use this fender for something I've always wanted to try. So let's pull this stuff apart. I mean, pick apart. Okay, check it out. This is actually turned out to be pretty good. So we got the fender, we got the two liners. Then I also noticed that the front lip on this was still good, so I pulled off the front lip. Okay guys, so we're back at the house. That actually ended up being pretty good. So we got the fender, the liners, trim piece. This is the trim piece I was talking about. Hey, now let me also kind of update everybody on what I've gotten a few things over the last couple of days. And then also kind of, I mean, the car's dirty now, but so I cleaned up the wheels just a little bit more. Looks like I still have, I'm just always chasing this plasti dip. So the wheel must be in a different position, because I thought I got it all, but there's a little bit more. Anyway, so I cleaned up the wheels just a little bit. But the other big thing that I got was, let's see, camera. Okay, so the other big update, sorry for the sun here, let me see if I can, but is the glove box. So as you can see here, the glove box now has a handle, and that's because it's a whole new glove box. So I was able to pick up the other day, I grabbed one of these from another car at the junkyard, and we were able to switch it out. The only bummer is the key now doesn't work, it's a different lock. It makes the car feel just a little bit nicer inside, instead of having that broken handle and not being able to really use the glove box. Now it all looks pretty good. So then what else I got was a rear emblem. So it was missing the rear emblem here, it just was blank, nothing was here. So I got one at the junkyard and painted it black. Honestly, not really my style. I kind of would prefer the just plain silver. Maybe we'll switch it back. But the front emblem was already painted black, so I figure I'd just match it. And this is actually, looks like it's a pretty decent job here. My spray paint job isn't the best on the back, but that was something else I got. The new emblem, so that looks a little bit better. Then let me pull this stuff out. This was missing the spare tire and everything, so I picked up some wheels and I'm using one of these. I also had to get one of these lug bolt wrenches, just the OEM one. I got that at the junkyard too. So now we have a way of changing the tire if we get a flat tire, which is very well possible looking at these tires. So I wanted to get something, and I'm sure you saw in the shots before, I was able to pick these up super cheap. These are called Long Beaches, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I like these wheels, but I think I prefer these ones here. Now the cool thing is I picked up this set, so 4 tires, wheels and tires, for just 65 bucks. So that's pretty good. As you can see, one of the tires blew out, so this tire is shot, but the other tires are actually decent, you know. These are Continental DWS, so solid tires. This one's the best one, but so 3 good tires, 4 good wheels, and then I just stuck the one in the back. It was kind of, I always like to have an extra set of wheels. I don't like getting in the situation where you have kind of a blowout or your tire blows, whatever, and then you're forced to go buy a brand new tire or buy a tire that doesn't match the rest, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely needed a spare tire, but then I also wanted to have an extra set of wheels. All the wheels I have are 5x112, so I needed a set of 5x100 that fit these Mark IVs, just in case something happened. And I really do like the style of those wheels, so we might switch them out just to see how it is. So like I said, some of this stuff is just so much easier to get at the junkyard. Otherwise it would be kind of tricky to find. So one of the things is we got rid of that boost gauge that didn't work. It was missing this vent here, so that was easy to get just at the junkyard. The hood strut was missing, so we were able to get one of those. But what was also kind of weird is the actual connection. This piece right here at the top here was missing out of the hood, so it was kind of like, anyway, you can order those, but that was cheap at the junkyard. And the strut still works fine. So that's pretty good. So yeah, this is the junkyard's been pretty successful. A lot of little things kind of add up to make it feel a little bit nicer, especially the inside, the glove box, the vent. This trim piece will make it feel a little bit nicer. Okay guys, some of you may have already picked this out, and I knew this, but I guess I didn't think about it. But I did think, wait a minute, a Jetta and a Golf front end is slightly different, especially the headlight. So spent all that time taking this off, this fender off, and I'm sure some of you were saying it the whole time. I knew that because I know people do conversions. They switch their Jetta to Golf conversion. So unfortunately the fender's not going to work. Also the front lip, once again, I guess I just assumed it was the same. I assumed, why would they make two different lips? But it's just slightly different. I tried to put the front lip on, and it's just not quite long enough. For some reason the Golf bumper is just a little bit wider. So yeah, I'm hoping, I assume that the fender liners will be the same. That's not such a big deal. I'm sure we can trim and make it work. The ones that are on the car are all chewed up anyway, so anyway, for all of those who were watching this and saying, what are you doing, that's not gonna work, you are right, it didn't work. The fender's not gonna work. We did get the antenna hooked up. We got it all wired, hooked up. I've always liked the look of the long antenna. Kind of reminds me of an RC car, but anyway, there it is guys. Plenty of upgrades on this, even though the fender and the front lip didn't work out. We got fender liners, we've got the new antenna all hooked up with the base, we got a new glove box, new back emblem, rear trim piece. So little by little, this thing's looking a lot better. I ordered some parts for this. They should be coming towards the end of the week. Nothing big, but just some small things. I wanted to do something with the front fender. Maybe we'll go back and see. Maybe they'll let me just exchange for the other fender, or a Golf fender rather than a Jetta fender. I don't know how I didn't think about that, but anyway, we got some more content coming with this GTI, $900 GTI. It's a little bit more expensive now, but I've been driving this. It's so much fun to drive around. It's been fun going to the junkyard and getting stuff, making it feel, look, run a little bit better here and there. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more content.